There's glory in the cross. There's glory in suffering. There is glory in the humble way that doesn't always make sense to man. In the gospel today for Tuesday of Holy Week, there's this beautiful line when Jesus says, "Now is the time the Son of Man is glorified." And it's in the context of even before his passion begins. It's right when Judas Iscariot goes to betray him. And I think that this point is just so profound as we enter deeper into Holy Week, coming up to the Triduum, is that God really works in ways that are far beyond our imaginations or anything that would make sense to us. We have in the book of Isaiah today in the first reading, the reality of this suffering servant and what the Messiah is going to look like. And it's fulfilled in Jesus. But the people of Israel, not all of them knew that and saw it, because they were looking at it through the eyes of man. What a worldly king would look like, or maybe what the suffering servant would do to regain power for the people of Israel, or something like this. And then there's this beautiful reality that Jesus says he is the fulfillment of all of the scriptures, and that now is his glorification. That there's glory in the cross, there's glory in suffering, there is glory in the humble way that doesn't always make sense to man. And that's how he redeemed us. That's the way that we are called to follow. And so as we move on to the rest of Holy Week and through the Triduum, I think that there's just this call that God is inviting us to look at our own sufferings in our own lives with just the lens of a trustful surrender and humility. That somehow his glorification, we think of glory and we think of big, showy, shiny things, right? But our Lord's glorification began with one of his closest followers abandoning him and turning him over to be crucified. And this betrayal is the way that he saves us. And so in our own lives, we can look and say that God is working even in the moments of my suffering. And there may be a way here that I don't quite understand. And so I'm going to follow Jesus. I'm going to stay close to him on the way to the cross. And I'm going to follow him through his resurrection, or through his crucifixion, in order to be with him in his resurrection. And so know that I'm praying for you. I will keep you all in my prayers as we go through the rest of this Holy Week in the Triduum. And just remember, stay close to Jesus and trust that God's way sometimes is so different than our way, but he loves us. He loves us so deeply. And the cross is proof of that. God bless you.